Okay, let's begin doing our task 1. The first question asks us to turn into root. We can clear the terminal window. We can switch to root using the sudo su command. Afterwards, we need to use the user add command to create a new user. I will first type in the command and dash as slash bin slash gsel and let me do swap here, which is my name. So here we use the user add command with syntax dash m to create a home directory for the Swapnil user. We use dash z to add the user to group sudo, and we use dash s to assign a cell to Swapnil. We run the command. After that, we need to set up a password for Swapnil. We do that by using the password psswd command. We run it. We assign a password and the user has been created. To confirm that, we can cat slash /s password. We can also create swapnil. As you can see, user has been created. So I can switch into swapnil and oh, this is swapnil. uh, you can say which cell to confirm what cell we are using, and we can check a sudo privilege by running sudo apt update. And as you can see, the sudo privilege is working. We need to show the details about the user. I don't know what kind of details it is asking, but we can see a cell, we can see its sudo privilege, and we can go to its home directory by using the cd command. If you use the cd command from only cd command from anywhere you are, you get to the home directory. You can see that our home directory is dash home slash swapnil. The required details about the user can also be read using the cat command that I used earlier when I was root password, and we can create swapnil, and we can see all the necessary information here, such as the home directory, the cell, the UID, etc. With this, we have completed question 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we move on to question 5. Provide a command to show to check which is the current user. We can use who am I, and it will show that I am Swapnil. And to check what directory I am currently in, we can use pwd, which shows that I am in home slash Swapnil, which is my home directory. The question 6 asks us to go to the desktop directory. So we have to go back to Swapnil. Okay, cd ls. We don't have a desktop directory now inside our home folder, so we have to make such directory. So we will use which one was it? Okay, I need to use this. Let us make desktop. Let us make downloads. Let's make pictures. Let's make music. Documents maybe. Documents for soon. And let's make a public folder. And we have the required directories here. Now we can cd into desktop using the cd command followed by desktop. Within desktop, we have to create files. File to here we are supposed to make these files, so I copy them and I paste them here. We can use the touch command. Touch, I already did that to confirm, and we have to use this syntax, the forward slash, and we run it. You can see that required files are created using a single touch command as requested by the task. Seems like I made an error with the last file because there is a space there, so I will remove file 2 and I will use file space 2, not remove, we need to create it, and we use the touch command, and we have a file 2 with a space here. You could also do this in the same line as the first touch one, but since I'm at an error I have to correct it. Now we have to create a vim file using vim, so I use vi, and the file name, the required file name is vim file. In here I have to insert this is from vim, and I need to save it. Now to confirm its existence and success, we can cat for it, and voila, we can see it has been created. For the next question, we have to list all files starting with a letter and ending in a number. For that we can use the command ls, and to specify what we need, we start with any alphabet, both uppercase and lowercase. We use the multiplication or the asterisk in between to signify there is something in between as well, and we have to specify a number, so we can use 0 to 9. With that we can see there are the files that start with an alphabet and end with a number. Now for the next question, question number 6, we need to remove the file, so we have to clear it, and we can remove the file using rm. We cannot use the interactive -i flag, so we just remove it. You type in the file name, vim file, and we have to prompt a message. We have to give out a message when the deletion is successful or if the deletion fails. So we use and then we echo the message deletion success. If this runs in the same line, so if the rm command is successful, this will also run, and we can echo the error message with, and with the use of our or while in between, we can prompt the error message. So we run the command and it says deletion successful, because since it is an or while, it will not print this if this is successful. On to the next question, we have to list all files with a digit as their fifth character. For that we can use the ls command, and we can use question marks to number exactly how many characters we need, and then with the asterisk we can separate the 4 characters, which can be anything, and the 5th character has to be a digit between 0 to 9. These are file 1, 10, 11, file 1, 2, 3, 4, and this will be counted as file character 5th. This is also 5, this is also 5, and this is also 5. For the 7th question, store the first 5 lines of shadow to a file name password.txt using a single command. We can use the tail command. We can specify how many last 5 lines. We can use tail -5. -5 is specifying we need 5 lines from the tail end of the file. We use rc/shadow, and we use the greater than symbol to put the information into a file name password.txt. the password is psswt, and we press enter. Reading permission denied, so we need the sudo privilege, and we use password. Okay, now we can confirm this by cat rc-password. Yes, and we can see the last 5 lines are 1 GVM. Sorry, we have to shadow. We have to use shadow SSH. Okay. Sudo privilege again. Okay, so these are the last 5 lines, and we can cat shadow.txt what was password.txt, which are the same, 1 2 3 4 and 5. So we clear the terminal and move on to the next question. For the next question, we need to log in as Kali. So we switch user to Kali, we enter Kali's password, we clear, we go to our home, and who am I? I am Kali. So create a new group with the name ETS33. For that, we have to use sudo privilege group add it33. Give it our password and it's done. Now we have to create two users. Sudo user, no, we have to create user using the add user command, and let's name our user user1, basic name. We could do an apple. Okay, I give password, let's keep the passwords same as every other. We don't need to fill in all the details here, so we can just skip through by entering enter. Is the information correct? Yes. And the user is created. We do the same, and we use Samsung here. Okay, I set up a password, and we have to skip this. Interlink correct? Yes. So now to check if the users were created or not, we use let's see password, and as you can see, Apple and Samsung have been created. Now we have to add this user to the newly created group. For this we use user mod dash g dash a and dash g, or we can just dash az, apple to eth1 eth33, sorry, user eth33 doesn't exist. What did I do wrong? I misplaced the group name and username. Okay, so we have to put the group name at first and the username last. We need sudo privilege. Okay, that is done. Now we also need to add Samsung. We can check, we can confirm this by cat again. We cannot confirm this by cat. Never mind, we can use hc group, and as you can see, ethical33 has Apple and Samsung in it, so success. Next part of the question asks us to do something as root, so we have to switch to root. We have to go to its home directory. It's pwd/root, its home directory, and with that we have to create and write something to a file. Let's use nano if it is available. Okay, it is available. Nano a file .txt. So here we write things that have no meaning. Okay, we save this file, and we need to lsl this, as it says, to long list the created file only, because it is the only file here. We don't need to do the only part, and it is all the privilege and ownership shown here. We are supposed to do something as swapnail, so I will switch user to swapnail, and from here we have to change the ownership of the file to one of the users recently created, so to Apple. So chown user, I guess. Is it user? I don't remember. I need to confirm this. It is user. How do I do this? The format would be username and group, so this should work like this. So we can give the username as Apple, the apple on it, and this will be group. Usually there will be group placed here, but since we are not assigning any group right now, and the group, oh okay, we are assigning the group here. So the file is, what was the file name? A file dot txt. We cannot access because we don't have the permission. We could always use our super privilege to do it. I input my password and lsl. I have no permission to do that. And you can see the ownership and the group has been changed for a file.txt. Now we have to change the permission of the file such that group members can read only, but others can read as well, write the file. It doesn't mention what user to use it, so we can, I assume you have to use Swapnil. For that we need sudo privilege, and we have to chmod. For group we have to remove the privilege of writing and execution, even though I don't think there is one for it, and file name will be a file dot txt. Sudo chmod group minus wx. Okay, sudo lsl. As you can see, the group has only the read permission. Now for the, we have to change it such that others have read as well as write permission. So we do o plus rw, we have to remove the x. Okay, now again we can check that, but we can see that others have read and write permission here. Now we have to show that by, so that the permission have been set properly. Okay, I am Swapnil, who is an other in this case, so let me cat a file.txt, permission denied. Sudo cat. Let me adjust this. Yeah, I think it is how it is supposed to be. Now by switching user as Apple, we need sudo privilege for this, but since we do not have sudo privilege, we have to get back to Kali, and let me see. Let me check my history first. What happened here? What did I do? What did I do? That's Kali. So as Kali, I have to check my history. Strings. I haven't done anything here. CD. There is nothing here. So it's sudo history. User as zlog. The history has been removed, I guess. I can also confirm that with Swapnil as well, since Swapnil, who has the read and write permit, can sudo cat slash root and what is the a file dot txt, and you can, I have to use my password. As you can see, I can read it. Now I can also echo nice things into sudo, no, what I need to do is slash root slash a file dot txt, and for this will be sudo privilege, permission denied. Okay, I cannot use this, but what I can do is use T, the T command, and for that we need sudo T dash a, permission denied, sudo. What does that mean? Never mind, what I did was I tried to paste it into sudo. nice things. So now I can cat slash root slash a file dot txt. Sudo privilege. It just works. I know it works. Sudo mousepad. Okay. Root slash a file dot txt. Yeah, root account. You may have no. I want. Who am I? Control S. Let me exit. Exit. Now I can cat and who am I has been written. So I do have write permission. With this task 1, all of the questions in task 1 has been completed.